Yo, 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 welcome back. We got another exciting episode of that Stay Off My Grad podcast today. You
Ain't
got your
nothing
boy,
exciting about today.
Suns fan Randy over here in the building, and we got Angry Jerry today. What's going on, man?
3 in a row,
Oh, no,
and we
that's
just keep
four.
losing.
That's four in a row.
Let me just go. Let me just get right into it. My bad.
Go ahead, get your ISO, man.
4 in a row. We keep losing the same way. LeBron has scored 30 in 4 straight games. Westbrook playing his heart out. Where the fuck is everybody else? Why does LeBron have to get the defensive stop and grab the rebound to finish the play and run back to dunk the ball? He's 37 years old. Why? It should never be a game where Westbrook and LeBron have 30 and we get beat by 20. Tell me that shouldn't that don't make no sense to me. That we shouldn't be losing like that. And once again he put that IT Westbrook
Rondo, I was like, what?
For no reason. I just don't understand Laker basketball right now. We missed 10 fucking free throws tonight. Melo missed like 3 or 4 in a row. We look bad as a unit right now. Nah, we got 49 games left, and I don't think we're gonna turn it around. I'm not optimistic about it. Usually, I'm probably the most optimistic Laker fan in the world, but I don't see it right now. We're not playing with no integrity. Every time we put in them goddamn city uniforms, we get beat by 30.
It's funny.
We haven't even had a lead in them uniforms all season.
Hold on, I have to cut you off. I'm gonna let you ISO. But if you do live in LA, then you know that the Anthony Davis city uniform jerseys is on sale right now. So if you want to go, if you ever want to go get one, now would be the time. They got them for like $80 down there in Champs.
Well,
I seen them in the mall. I was
like, not gonna play the rest of the season.
I was like, that's how you know it's bad. But go ahead.
And I'm just looking at him in his street clothes, laughing on the bench. Nah, man, this shit ain't funny no more. You guys, ain't nobody got no pride putting on the Laker jersey. It should be no reason why our two best players, who combined are 72 years old, are our best players and the only players that show up on each end of the floor every single night. I honestly wouldn't even be mad at LeBron or Russ. They just said, I'm taking a game or two off, and y'all need to figure this shit out. I wouldn't be mad if they did that. I don't even want to hear. I was on Twitter and I was tweeting at Laker Nation. I'm like, yo, ain't no reason. They said, oh, we got 9 dudes out to COVID. No, that don't stop you from grabbing rebounds. That don't stop you from. The Spurs were literally walking down and getting buckets just how they felt.
Anyway, how they wanted to.
We would get a bucket and they would just walk down, run a little half-court play, score. And then you got everybody looking confused on D, like, we can't play defense. We can't make free throws. We just look bad. We ain't no way to sugarcoat it. And then I turn the game off 6 minutes to go, and I see a highlight. Dude missed a wide open fast break layup. How you coming up from the D League missing wide open layups like that?
Yeah. And then IT, I don't know if he had a good game.
We're in shambles. I don't know what it's gonna take to get serious again. We might have to cut somebody to show or trade some. I'm not even above trading anybody right now. Keep LeBron and Westbrook. Anybody else can go. Everybody else can go. Matter of fact.
Well, let me give you my perspective and what I seen. A couple little things that I seen. Well, one thing that like I seen, I knew it was over or it was bad. It was like 6 minutes left in the game. LeBron got the rebound or he got a steal or something. Took it down and was literally 1-on-5. Nobody else walked down the court. And then that's all like I said,
37 years old and he beating all you young people down the floor.
It wasn't even beating them. It wasn't even a matter of beating them. It was just like nobody else
out there. It's sad. He can't. If I was LeBron, I wouldn't even care how y'all felt about me after this game. Y'all gonna hear how I feel. I'm getting it off my chest.
But that's where I feel like like it's under wraps right now, and I feel like nobody really addressing it. And I said this earlier on in the season. I feel like that locker room is divided. I feel like that locker room divided is not a unit. It's like everybody. Well, you can tell that Westbrook is out there trying to do his own thing, or like he's just so over. It's like, all right, this is what y'all want me to do, fine, and just like kind of being petty about it. Not even. And you can tell that like Anthony Davis is not gelling with Dwight.
I don't even think it's like that. I feel like it's LeBron and Westbrook, and they set the bar so high, and they expect you to follow it because like. Westbrook, it don't matter what just happened to him. If he get hurt on one end, he'll come back 5 minutes later and still be running up and down the floor. Like I said earlier in the season, I don't care if he's grabbing a rebound and going coast to coast. I don't care if he's doing that because he's either gonna miss the layup, make it or miss it, or get fouled, which is not a bad look for us, honestly. Because when you got everybody else that just want to spot up and shoot threes, THT looking, I don't know what's wrong with that young man right now. Somebody needs to get in his face and he's not it right now. I don't. The whole team isn't it. I don't. We lacking toughness. We lacking integrity. We lacking. They don't even want to go out there and play basketball. It should be no reason. I heard Stu Lance said the Spurs have nobody on their team. A matter of fact, in their rotation, over 30. So you literally just rolling up to these dudes. You're not even gonna fight. You just rolled over to them. You rolled over to a 20-year-old Spur team that beat you by 20 points, and your best two players combined for almost 60-something points. Take that back, almost 70 points, and you just rolled over to them.
This is something that I also noticed that was a problem for y'all too. Is that like kind of like with y'all in the sense of like whenever a team or whenever y'all go down by 10 points, like y'all just stop trying. Like no matter what point in the game, like if it's first quarter, if it's second quarter, if it's especially in the fourth and the last, you see what happened in the last 5-6 minutes. Like they just subbed out LeBron and it was just like, all right, this shit is over with. But I'm saying like no matter what point, like it's over with. Like y'all just give up, the energy is gone, and it's just like, dog, y'all only down by 10. But then it's just like I said, I feel like that's something for y'all to work out on that side of the fence. But to give you, like I said, what I seen something that like from just an objective point of view is just like y'all keep settling for the three ball. Nobody want to drive to the hole. I don't know what's going on with the rotation. Y'all blame Frank, and then David Fizdale going out there did even worse to me, in my opinion, because at least Frank will kind of like pull dudes after like a couple of minutes and he's seeing like, all right, this shit not working. He'll pull them. But he had Westbrook, Rondo, IT, and Bron at the 5 and Carmelo at the 4 for out there too long, entirely too long. And it was just like, so I don't think that that's the issue either. And like I said, too, is that like, it's not all on Frank. And then something I was thinking about is that like everybody want to come for Frank and say, oh, Frank is not doing this and Frank is not doing that and blah, 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 and da-da-da. But it's like Frank is a defensive-minded coach.
Matter
so
of fact,
with a defensive-minded coach, and you don't give this nigga no defensive players that can play defense outside of Avery Bradley and Rondo, and whatever was going on with that, he won't play him for 8 games in a row, whatever the case may be. It's like, how are you a defensive coach and you don't get him any defensive players, and then expect him to be like, all right, like, and still have the same success?
Let me tell you why his defense it's not working, because we usually finding ourselves down by 15, 20 points. Avery Bradley, I mean, he's a volume shooter, he's a spot up shooter, but he can't like do anything else with the basketball in his hand. He can't. I'm not expecting Avery Bradley to go out there and drive. Wayne Ellington don't shoot nothing past the free throw line. So when you have these guys out there just and their defense ain't clicking when we down by 15 points, you just can't leave them out there for too long, because you need to explode on offense.
I mean,
you have to throw in Melo, who can't guard anybody on the floor for an extended period of time. You have to have LeBron playing the 5, because you need him out there.
Yeah, so I don't know. To me, it's like it's a whole dumpster fire over there. Y'all stink right now, and it's just like it's really fun. To me, it's funny to watch. It's funny to watch y'all run around with your heads off, and y'all both big Laker fans bickering and fighting with each other. To me, I'm finding full enjoyment out of it, because I feel like this is just y'all are getting the repercussions of not building something organically and buying a ring. Like, this is what happens. Like, y'all bought a ring in 2020. Y'all went all in. Y'all put all your chips in, whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying? Now y'all got to pick up the pieces around here. And this is what picking up the pieces look like. You know what I'm saying? Go ask Toronto. You know what I'm saying? They went all in with Kawhi. Was like, you know what? We're going to win. And they did what they did. They won. And now they're going to got to figure it out for the next 3-4
I said that on the last year. Like the Lakers, we don't have an identity. What kind of team are we? We don't know. We don't have one. We're not a defensive team. We're not an offensive team. We're not a 3-point shooting team. We're not a rebounding team. We're not a fast break team. We're not a pick and roll team. We don't have an identity. We're just a bunch of guys. We're just a bunch of guys who go out there and play basketball every night. We don't have nothing. We don't have no solid type of thing we stand on. Like when the Lakers go out, we run the same play. Like whoever bring the ball up, they'll pass it to the corner. Everybody else just shift and rotate, and then that's the whole play. Everybody just stand around.
And another reason why, like I said, to me it's funny and that I don't give y'all no passes and stuff like that is just because like in the beginning in August, y'all was saying that this was gonna work. Westbrook came to LeBron house and he gonna take a different role and this is gonna work and blah 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 and da 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 and all
And
this other stuff. And it was like, oh,
on work.
that
This was
that
predicated
AD
on the
Russell
thought.
Westbrook pick and roll gonna be crazy. If you think Bron and shit is crazy, then Russell Westbrook gonna be even crazier and all this. And it's just like,
And that
dog.
was all predicated on the thought that Anthony Davis would be playing like an all-star right now. If Anthony Davis wasn't hurt, I bet you my best pair of draws, he wouldn't make it to the All-Star game.
Yeah, he playing trash. Even with if he's hurt or not hurt or whatever.
And this was predicated. We're all speaking on this predicated to the fact that Anthony Davis is gonna play like Anthony Davis of the last 2 seasons. We that boy is softer than a
yeah.
soft.
So and I was like I said, I was in
the AD right now. So
I was in the barbershop today and I got the official word, man. The barbershop is spoken. The AD is gone. AD got to go. The word around LA is AD got to go. He too soft and da da da. It's like some people it's weird because some people is like, all right, trade Bron and blow it up and try to see what you can get for him. Some people is like, okay, like we need to trade Westbrook and get X, Y, and Z. And then like I want to say maybe probably like the majority of everybody is at least on board with we need to trade Anthony Davis. Like if you're not on one or the two, you like Anthony Davis has to go like bare minimum. Like he has to go. And I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, as the way these guys looking right now, I'm not above trading anybody. Because we keep you on the team for what? Just for you to keep stinking up the joint? Like I said this earlier today too, right now. Before today's game, the Lakers were 16-16, 500. I was trying to tell somebody that, bro, 500 is not going to be a solid playoff playing. We're going to get bounced.
Right.
500 mean all it takes is one person to get hot in the playoffs, go for 40 or even 35, and we out of there. That's all it takes. We let Bates Diop go for 30 tonight. He made all of his shots.
Yeah, didn't miss.
All of his shots.
Shout out to Cam Johnson too. We can dive into that a little bit.
How do you let a guy who doesn't? Well, he played 19 minutes and had almost 20. He had played 20 minutes and had almost like 20 something points. You don't get a pass like that on guys in the playoffs. You don't, because the sixth man coming off the bench probably better than Bates Diop, and he probably gonna go for he can do that on a consistent basis. Playing 500 basketball like the Lakers are playing right now. You will not last in the playoffs. You won't even get there.
Well, I mean, to me, this team, I feel like y'all might not have to suffer too much longer because I feel like I've been seeing LeBron sitting at the end of the bench. So you know what that means. That means that somebody got to go. When he starts sitting on the end of the bench watching the game, it's like somebody got to go. When he started walking to the tunnel early, to me, I feel like this Lakers team is giving me 2018 Cavalier vibes, where it was just like on paper they look good. Like they had Jay Crowder, D Wade, Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas,
that team,
and like all these other
the finals.
All those other, but what I'm saying, catch my drift, is that like number one, LeBron was in his 20s when he was still in his early 30s or whatever.
33.
But in that 2018 team, he blew that whole thing up at trade deadline. I don't know if you remember that. Everybody was going. Jay Crowder, IT, D Wade, Derrick Rose, all the niggas. And they got, I don't know how they got Jordan Clarkson.
We traded Jordan Clarkson for Isaiah Thomas. And I want
they blew the whole thing up and then they did what they did. But that's not gonna work in the West. Like, and I feel like LeBron kind of know, or he might, if he didn't know, he should know, because he thought that when he first came initially, he was like, oh, like I can run the West just like I ran the West over there, and just like I ran the East, and I came over with absolutely nobody, and I'm gonna take Lonzo and all them other niggas with me to the playoffs and to the finals. And he got to the West and was like, nah, that's not gonna work. So I don't think he might know that now, just dealing with the West and doing all other stuff. So I don't know if y'all blow it up when y'all, or if y'all do blow it up at trade deadline, if that's gonna I think y'all might look better. But I don't know if that's going.
We need Miles Turner. Miles Turner, please come to LA, brother. Please come. We need some interjections, some life. Lakers are lifeless, man. They go out there, they hang their heads. We need an interjection of some energy, some young life, something. I don't know if it's because we missing 9 guys to COVID. Because prior to all that, we were winning 3 games in a row, but now it's 4 losses in a row since these guys have all been out. Yeah. Something's got to go. Something's got to go. Something's got to click. Something needs to happen. We got 49 games left. We got one on Christmas, so pretty much 48 games left to salvage our season or make some type of push towards that 4 or 5 seed. But as of now, I don't see the Lakers making it to the top 8. Bottom 15. I don't see that.
Well, to skip on over to the good side of the fence or the greener side, my boys, Phoenix Suns, we went and handled business tonight. We had the OKC Thunder tonight. They gave us a little bit of a scare. It was a little bit closer than what I wanted. We ended up beating them by maybe we might have dubbed them we might have dubbed them. But in that third quarter or second quarter, it got real, real ugly. I don't like our bench and just how our bench just be missing shots and just letting other teams think that they can have a chance, whatever the case may be. I'm a little concerned about it, but I'm thinking in the playoffs, our rotation probably won't be as deep. So it's all right, maybe I'm just overreacting, but I was a little concerned about that. But shout out to my boy Cam Johnson. He went 8 for 8, 7 for 7 with 21 points tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just like base Diop or whatever. So he was out there doing his thing, and I should have threw on the jersey, but I just might save it for another time. But Cam Johnson went out there and did his thing. DeAndre Ayton was holding it down. D-Book with another 30-piece, 37-7. You know what I'm saying? We just out there coasting. We did what we were supposed to do. We handled the Thunder, and that's just what it was.
We lose on Christmas. I got something real special for that show.
You said if y'all or
if we lose on Christmas, I got something real special I'm bringing to the show. Real special.
Well, I'm excited for Christmas. I was kind of hoping that the Warriors are going to lose to the Grizzlies tonight, just to give us a little bit of cushion, just in case we do lose. I won't feel as bad because if we lose, we go down to the second seed. So it's just I'd rather lose and then still be a game ahead of them or whatever the case may be. But I still think that we got a good chance, and with everybody healthy, I think that we should be all right. And then Steph right now is a little streaky. He's a little streaky right now. He's not having the best. Tonight, he went crazy. He dropped 42, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 46 or something crazy. But I feel like the last couple of games, he's just been real streaky, and we might mess around and catch him on the bad end of the streak in the sense of he might be going crazy on Christmas too. So, but I think we do a pretty good job defensively on him. So I think that we should be all right, man.
Yeah, man. The number 1 in the West. I'm sorry, yeah. Until you guys actually, I need y'all to. The Warriors are still probably the top and the favorite to come out the West right now. I don't. 7-game series, y'all can beat them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
2 times without Clay. I played them 2 times without Clay, man.
Like I said,
the 4th time y'all play him with Clay, then that's gonna be the one we really bargaining. That's gonna be the one we take to the playoffs.
Well,
that's gonna be the game we break down.
I hope we see him in the Western Conference Finals. It'd be a really good Western Conference Finals, and then if we do and we handle that business, you know what I'm saying, then I feel like at this point y'all got everybody has to put respect on our name at that point, because it's just we done did everything. Last year, didn't nobody think we was gonna get past the Lakers. Last year, didn't nobody think we was gonna get past the Clippers. And you know what I'm saying, if we beat the Warriors this year, then it's just I have to put some respect on my name. At this point, you have to, because it's just whoever you throwing out there, we beat them. So I'm looking forward to the challenge. I think we got it. I think we match up real good. And like I said, I think D-Book is going to lead us, you know what I'm saying, to the promised land, and we can get back there. I really want a Suns-Bucks rematch, but we shall see.
Man, but Bucks flip y'all play the Bucks again.
Like I said, I really hate Giannis now. I really
hate Grayson Allen to the mix.
I really hate. I hate Giannis now. I used to really root for Giannis. I was he's from Greece. He was broke and all this other stuff. And I was really, Raz Rich's story. And I was just after the finals, I was yeah.
I don't think y'all with him, man. He made DeAndre Ayton look like Anthony Davis this season.
No, he made DeAndre Ayton look like DeAndre Jordan for sure.
Y'all not catching that, man. I don't honestly, y'all make it to the finals, y'all see them again, y'all not beating them guys.
Well, we're gonna see. But that's gonna wrap it up for tonight's episode, man. We're gonna catch y'all hopefully on Christmas or the night of Christmas or day after Christmas. But we gonna see y'all till next time. Peace.
Peace.